There are many units in Black Clover Mobile, so I feel like picking, especially for a reroll, is going to be hard. But let's start talking about that. So the reroll in general in this game is a very, very good system that I think many people will appreciate. So I kind of wanted to make a video on it, kind of explaining what you guys should be looking out for in a reroll summon. Now there is a total of 21 SSRs. Maybe not all of these will be available on the reroll or like on the multi you get for rerolling, but we could expect most of these on here. So as to how the rerolling banner actually works, basically it is a one ticket summon that could be redone 20 times, and it is a multi-summon. This multi-summon gets a GSSR, but you are able to get multiple SSRs if you are lucky, as we can see on the right. Now you could either choose your previous one or go to the next one and just keep on going for 20 times over. And it is honestly just a great system because you don't have to make any new account and you get 20 tries on this. So some people are going to get very, very lucky. Now, this was confirmed again about a week ago, I think. Sorry, this was 3 days ago. Wow, time is going by slow. So this was confirmed about like 3 days ago, talking about, well, showing this banner, which is the exact ticket as this one, which is the selective summon. It says the exact same thing. So that is to note that the banner is 100% in the game, even if we don't know how it looks in game. This is from a showcase. Now, as to what you want. So I want to preface this though by saying that go for whoever you want. Every unit in this game is honestly like good in their own regards, and you can make it work, especially with any of the SSRs. I'd say they were all really good. So if you just love a unit so much but you're like, oh, maybe he's not the best, just go for it, please. This game is about having fun, and if you're able to use your favorite character, just trust me, it's worth it 100%. We could kind of see it here, but basically you are able to get skill pages too alongside your guaranteed SSR. So I think getting a good character alongside their unique skill page would be the perfect reroll. I think that being able to enable that character, that SSR, to have their own skill page, therefore increasing them even further. So how you know it's their unique one, basically, like let's say it's for Lotus, Lotus's art would be on that skill page. That's basically it, right? You could kind of see it here. This is Lux, and this is, I forgot, but the Witch, and this is Klaus's, this is Rev Cheese. So kind of like that, you're going to want the SSR version, obviously, because it's an SSR. So you're going to try to get a character with their skill page, their unique skill page. That is the perfect reroll. But if not, just getting one SSR with one skill page would be good too. That's like the best you're going to want to do, because I don't think it matters too much personally. Now, as to which characters you're going to want, I'd say most of them would be good. The only characters we do not know of their kits is Guldri, Dorothy, and the 4 Midnight Sun characters. The rest, we have at least a rough outline of what they do, and we also know that some people were changed, such as Rill, William, and Jack. Now, as for units you're going to want, I presented my top like 3 or 4 that are mainly AoE units. Why? Because AoE units are definitely going to be a powerhouse early on and even later on for just PvE content. Now, when you are in the actual game, you're going to want to make sure that you check something out. You're going to be able to tell if a character has an AoE skill by this logo. This logo right here is for AoE. This one is for single target. So if you have the AoE skill, those characters are more likely the ones you're going to want to pull for. I just wanted to preface that. But it's nothing too big. Obviously, like other single targets are probably going to be are crazy good. But AoEs in general, early game, are just peak. And since you do PvE content for basically most of the game and 3 chapters straight before unlocking arena and stuff, these units will be strong as hell. Now, why I say real for AoE, you're gonna be like, but Gikku, he only has his alt AoE from the beta. Well, they changed his kit. His skill 2 does not have a counter anymore, which was the most broken ability in the game, in my opinion. But now it is an AoE alongside his ultimate. So having a double AoE is going to be very, very cracked. So Rill is definitely probably one of the, well, it's going to be the unit I am personally rerolling for. But there's also Yami, and why Yami is so good is because his skill 1 is an AoE. Now, why that is so good is because skill 1s are infinitely repeatable every single turn, whereas a skill 2 has a 2-turn cooldown and an ultimate has energy cooldown. So you're gonna be able to spam his AoE for whenever you need it, which makes him amazing to farm early on and even later on. Like, I feel like Yami, if you build him to make him like a really cracked DPS, he's gonna just clear through everything. Now, next up we got Yuno, and this is another part I gotta mention before going into this. Now, seasonal units are are all strong units. Now, seasonal units are basically unique characters that are different from the original character, that have skins, different animations, and a different skill set. They are what it seems to be for now only SSRs, and all three of them are the best at their own thing. Asta was the best single target, Yuno was the best AoE, and Mimosa was the best healer. So, as I just said, Yuno was the best AoE. He also had a double AoE and his damage was off the charts. Even his single target, no matter what, you were doing insane damage with him. You could check out, there are some showcases on this unit because of how much people loved him. So I think that if you are able to get them, that would be great. But it is a reroll banner. So the thing is, there's a possibility that seasonals are not on this banner. So if there are seasonals, I think that the minute you get any of the three seasonals, being this Mimosa, this Asta, or this Yuno, you win. You keep that account. But if there is not seasonals, I think that these two plus the next person being Lotus are probably some of the best. So why I say Lotus, let me go back. He is an insane debuffer with AoE skills and just toxic in general. So he has AoE skill 1, which is really good, and an AoE skill 3. And AoE combo attack. So just in general, he's going to do AoE damage. And as you can see, it shows SR here, but he was switched to SSR. So his stats will be even better than in the beta. And if his skills stayed relatively the same with 3 AoEs out of 4, he is going to be a very good unit for the launch. I think that he's going to be working very well, but he's going to be toxic. And, you know, especially he's one of the units that you're going to probably love later on. I mean, hey, you had Seaton who used them and he was rank 1 in the beta. So I think Lotus is going to end up being very good also. But I still feel like early on, these two are probably the best. And if you are able to get Yuno and you somehow do pull them in your 20 pulls, then you're eating, right? You are 100% eating. Now, I want to preface, I don't recommend rerolling accounts. You're fine just keeping one account and then just choosing who you like. That is another thing. Choose who you like because this game gives so much rewards that it really almost doesn't matter who you get early on because you get so much rewards and by the end you're going to have most of them. So I think that is for sure nice. And of course, if you want to choose any of the Midnight Suns, three of them are attackers, by the way. So any of these would be good, but overall you're fine with any of these 4. So definitely think of that when you're doing 4 of them if they are in the reroll banner, but they are kind of like, I could say exclusive quotation mark units because because like they're Midnight Sun, they're cool as hell. So we're gonna have to see on that. But I think all 4 should be like busted ass units. Now let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys are gonna be rerolling for personally. As I said, I'm gonna be going for Rill because Rill, in my opinion, is very good with his double AoE that was recently changed, and I think he was just very cool because as a debuffer, he still did good damage and like his ultimate lower defense and stuff like that. So it's all very good in that regard. So please let me know, and I'm excited to hear what you guys think. The game's launching very soon, guys. It's insane. Goodbye.